Hi, welcome back. So I thought of resuming my YouTube videos, recording statistical sessions concepts. So I thought of sharing conditional probability this time. So what I've done is that I've taken an example from Anderson Sweeney text, which is Metropolitan Police Force in Eastern United States. And I'll just explain this case first and then apply the conditional probability. Fine. Just the way they have done in the textbook. Okay, so what this case is about is a police force in United States, US, wherein female officers have got a complaint to senior officers saying that there has been very biased promotions which have happened favoring the men police officers. So this is a data collected wherein the police force consists of 1,200 members, uh, and out of which 960 are men police officers and 240 women police officers. And then those who were promoted, 324 out of 1,200 got promoted, while 876 did not get promoted. While those who got promoted, only 36 were women and 288 were men. Okay, since there were lesser women population, police force 240 in comparison with 960. Men police officers can always say that there has no bias as such. There have been lesser promotions just because the total number of women in police force is less. Okay, while women have got a complaint saying that no, there has been a bias. So how to test this? Using conditional probability. So let me first talk about this table, which is usually called as contingency table. Okay, contingency table. Now, contingency table has got, it is a cross tab with two variables, gender on one side, police officers, male and female police officers, and whether officer was promoted or not on the other side. Okay. Now, in this contingency table, two things which you will have to notice is the values at the margins. Okay. Column total and row total. This is a row. The 324 and 826 are row totals, while 960 and 240 are column totals. And since these are mentioned, these totals are mentioned in the margins of the contingency table, the probability which arises with the help of these marginal values are called as marginal probability values. For example, if at all I ask a question something like that, what is the probability that randomly picked police officer was promoted? Okay, then it will be favorable outcomes, which is 324 were promoted. So this becomes favorable outcomes divided by 1200. Similarly, probability, what is the probability that randomly picked a police officer is a woman police officer? Okay, then women, total number of women is 240. Favorable outcomes divided by 1200 would be the probability value, chances that a randomly picked police officer is a women police officer. Now, these 324, 240 are picked from margins of the table. That's why these are called as marginal probability values. And you can just check this, that these are probability of finding a single event. Okay, so that's how you identify a marginal probability value. So this is probability of occurrence of a single event, either probability of occurrence of promoted, not promoted, men or women, will be obtained by taking the marginal values of the table. That's why these are called as marginal probability values. And similarly, suppose if I ask you, ask the question like, what is the probability that randomly police officer is a women police officer and got promoted? The favorable outcomes, women police officer and got promoted, would be denoted with an intersection here. It would be what here, women and promoted are 36 out of 1200. Okay, so this is the probability of occurrence of such an event. That is, a randomly picked officer is a women police officer and is promoted. Now, similarly, I can find four conditional, joint probability values. The probability values which we get using the numbers which have been mentioned inside the contingency table, we get joint probability values like this one. This is a joint probability value, while these are marginal probability values, single events, while here two occurrence of two events simultaneously are called as joint probability values. Okay, now similarly, we can find other joint probability values. So probability of randomly picked officer is a male police officer and is not promoted. Okay, and is not promoted, which I'll just plot with a bar at the top, is equal to, it will be 672 male police officers were not promoted out of 1200. So joint probability value will be 672 divided by 1200. Okay. Now I will slightly change the question. So these are marginal probability values. These are marginal probability values. And the later ones which we found are joint probability values, wherein we had used the values within the matrix. Fine. Now I'll just slightly change the question. What is the probability? What's the probability that randomly picked officer is promoted given that he's a male police officer? Okay, now this is called as conditional probability whenever I use a vertical bar in between. This actually vertical bar means given that is the word which we can use in order to denote this vertical bar. So this means that what is the probability that a randomly picked police officer is promoted given that is a male police officer? Means you already know that is a male police officer. So here in conditional probability, what we need to understand is that there is additional information which you have at hand. So you already know that he is a male police officer. So you need not worry about the gender here, which means that women police officers should not be taken into consideration at all while calculating this conditional probability, because we already know that he is a male police officer. It means that 240 is off from the 12 from this total 1200. So I need to worry about only 960 officers here. So it means that what is the probability that a randomly picked police officer is promoted given that is a male police officer is given by joint probability of promotion and a male police officer, which is denoted by P of PR into intersection male divided by marginal probability of being male police officer. So it is something like this. I can denote this as probability of officer being promoted and a male police officer divided by what is the probability that randomly picked officer is a male police officer. So this gives us the conditional probability that what is the probability that randomly picked officer is promoted given that we already know that is a male police officer is given by this. Now here you can see this in this case, just scroll down. Okay, in this case we can see this that here probability of this joint probability. How do we get this joint probability of promotion and male police officer is given by promotion and male police officer is 288 divided, because it is probability, 288 out of 1200 is the numerator, divided by what's the probability that randomly picked officer is a male police officer is 288 288, male police officer is 960. 960 divided by 1200. So 960 divided by 1200. 1200 gets cancelled. So we get actually 288 divided by 960, which actually means exactly this: the probability that randomly picked police officer is promoted given that male police officer. You can see this, that numerator actually favors the joint probability, that probability of promoted and men, divided by total number of outcomes. Here we will not take 1200 as outcomes because we already know that is a male police officer. Only 960 is taken in the denominator. So whatever we get here, okay, let me just calculate 288 divided by 960. Okay, so 288 divided by 960 is equal to 0.3 here. Okay, while I will find similarly that what is the probability that somebody got promoted given that officer is a female police officer. If this is the case, then in this case, instead of F, I should write W. So I'll write W here. Okay, given that W, women police officer, which is nothing but probability of being promoted and being a woman police officer divided by what is the probability of being women police officers, which is, here we already know that the randomly picked police officer is a women police officer, so I need not worry about men total, that is 960. I will consider only 240 as denominator. Out of this, how many were actually promoted? So 36. Okay, 36 divided by 240. I will just calculate the value of this probability. So 36 divided by 240 is equal to 0.15 is its value. Now, looking at these two ratios, we can easily know that there has been a bias, because the chances of getting promoted, if or somebody knew that is a male police officer, is 30%, while when the officers knew that the officer is a women police officer, the chances of getting promoted is only 15%. Here you know that this probability means that officer had prior information that she is a female police officer, and here they had a prior information that the officer is a male police officer. Given that, having known that the officer is a male police officer, chance of getting promoted is 30%, while having known that police officer is a women police officer, it's only 15%, which means that it actually substantiates the women police officers' complaint that there has been a bias in promotions. I don't know. Thank you very much. Just put down your thoughts, opinions in the comment box. I will try to improve myself. Okay, thank you. Bye.